Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Emulator Review. It is I, Mr. EMU, Jason Heine, hanging out with you today on this glorious occasion. Now, I know what you're thinking. You know, we've just wrapped up 2010. What a fantastic and busy year, wouldn't you say? For gaming, at least. And, you know, all the hoopla going around about Mario's anniversary, 25th anniversary, limited edition Wii, Nintendo DS, even the Mario All-Stars port for the Wii. So we kind of got distracted with all that, right? Well, there's a little something else that happened in 2010. Somebody else had a birthday. That's right. Nobody talks about it, but I want to bring it up today. We can't forget about one of my all-time favorite consoles. This is the PlayStation 2, ladies and gentlemen. Sony's PlayStation 2 turns 10 years old in 2010. It was publicly announced in 1999 and then finally released March of 2000 in Japan. I absolutely love the PlayStation 2. There's so many reasons why. I want to talk a little bit about it. This console sold over 147 million units worldwide. That's as of November 2010. One of the highest selling consoles of all time. I feel like it was yesterday. I remember 2000. I was graduating high school, and I remember hearing about this, people talking about this, the whole buzz about this. This was one of the first times where we actually saw, or at least for me personally, I saw them being sold on eBay for up to $1,000. I mean, it was insane. Library of games for the PlayStation 2 is just so immense. It's one of the best that I've seen. There's just so many games. And even today, in today's world, we still are seeing brand new games being made for this console. And this console's 10 years old. I mean, that is just insane to see. Now, I remember the day that I first played this console, and I didn't get one at launch. I couldn't get one. They just weren't available. I didn't want to pay a ton of money to get them. But one of my friends got one, and he brought it over, and he was out of high school. So, like, I was still in school, and I totally skipped that day. Just totally skipped class. I mean, this is coming from the guy who skipped school to play San Francisco Rush 2 on Nintendo 64, so I guess that's not saying a whole bunch. But anyway, I skipped school. He brought it over. He set it down on my table, and we just stared at the thing for like probably 15 minutes, just looking at it, looking at the controller, playing with the joysticks. You know what I mean? And I just couldn't believe this console was in my house. Amazing times. I remember the first game that I played, and that is the game I'm going to review today. So 10 years ago around this time, the first game I ever played on the PlayStation 2 was this. ATV Off-Road Fury. Okay, so yeah, on the PS1, we did have FMV, full motion video, right? Yeah, we've even seen this earlier on consoles like the Sega CD and so forth. But you know what it was? It was just, for some reason, the PlayStation 2 just looked better. The frame rate was better. The quality was better. It wasn't as pixelated. It really looked like we were watching real TV. So I was blown away to watch the intro of this game, which it's awesome. It's just full motion video, real video of these dudes going crazy on tracks, out in the dunes, going off jumps, doing heel clickers and all kinds of stuff. It was just mind-blowing. I love it. Even when I play it today, I still will sit there for a little bit and watch it. It's just cool. Released in February of 2001, this was a hit PlayStation 2 racing game. Now, it came out in 2001, but I swear I played it earlier, so I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe the numbers are off. Maybe it came out earlier or later. I really don't know. But I remember when this game came into my house, and I absolutely flipped my lid when playing this game. It was developed by Rainbow Studios, who continued to go on and develop games like Motocross Madness, MX Unleashed, the Splashdown series, ATV Off-Road Fury 2, and then at 3, a new developer jumped in, Climax, who took over the reins there. But this is one of those games where, you know, you have your championship, you've got your circuit, you've got your practice, but really the main draw in this game for me was just the whole open world. I could not believe that you could drive a vehicle, open world, and just go anywhere you wanted. There were boundaries, but in essence, there really were no boundaries. There were no rules. It was an amazing thing, and I just couldn't get enough of it. I kind of had the same experience with like Smuggler's Run when that came out too. Around the same time, an earlier PS2 title. I couldn't believe that as well. What a great game. So with ATV Off-Road Fury, the gameplay is very simple. It's very basic. There's only like 3 main sections. You've got your events, race modes, practice, and then you can do some lap trials or lap timed attack. So you go on in, select your track. You get 12 different types of ATVs, which is insane. You can select male or female, and then you can also dress them up. You know, the girls like to play dress up. But you do get about 20 different tracks, I believe, or 15 or so. There's just a ton of tracks to choose from. But to tell you the truth, I spent all of my time playing in the freestyle competition. This mode is also 2-player, and there's a lot of fun things you can do in here. A lot of times, I just love cruising around, trying to jump on roofs of homes, trying to find areas where you shouldn't be. I also like playing tag a lot in 2-player. It's just a little game that we made up as playing. You know, you just run into each other, and then they're it, and you gotta chase around. It's actually a lot of fun. I always love playing with the train. When the train's coming at you, you know, you can ride alongside of it. You can jump over it, do a bunch of cool stuff. I love just running smack dab right in the middle of it. But also, there's a lot of fun things to do, like find glitches, you know, find secret little areas that you shouldn't be or can kind of nose your way in. It's a lot of fun. Now I want to talk a little bit about the physics engine. This is one of the first games I played that actually had an engine that I felt worked perfectly. The physics on the vehicle worked fine. I liked the jumping. I liked how much air you can catch. I like how you can preload your jump by pressing down and up. You have a little meter there on your screen there. You can see it will turn green and red. It'll turn green when you're at the top of a jump, and if you press down and up fast, you will preload and jump your vehicle higher. Then you can perform stunts by doing certain button combinations, like pressing circle and right, circle and left, or circle and up or down. All different button combinations will do different tricks, and you can combine 2 or 3 stunts in one, depending how high you get. To hopefully, if you land it, you will then get the points. Kind of reminds me of Rush. The stunt mode, that is. But I just love it when the dude falls off his bike. It's like, and he falls down, and he's like, he looks like he's in a fetal position. You know, he's like all crouched up, like, oh God, I'm hurt. Oh gosh. And he's on the ground, like squirming around. It's just hilarious. I would crash on purpose to see how far I could launch him. And then when he hits, he's like, oh, it's just so funny. I absolutely love doing that. So there are lots of places to explore in this game. I mean, there really are. And one of my favorite levels is just the first level you come up to. It's the Grand Canyon, I believe, the canyon level. There's so many fun places to find, like on the top of this hill up here. They've got these like kites, right, at the top. Well, these kites are like hard as rocks because you can jump off them. So I'm gonna show you a few places I like to go hang out in. So here's this one with the kites. And of course, there is a house right there too, and it's got some stairs or ramp that goes up. You can climb up there and go on the balcony, mess around up there a while. Then there's this place over here. It's like, what is this, Indiana Jones ruins? I don't know, but I want to climb on it. So what do? You know, I put her in 4-wheel drive and do some rock climbing, because, you know, that's just what you do in the Grand Canyon, right? You're right. Of course, it doesn't always work, right? But... climbing up the ladder. There's all sorts of good stuff to do there. But really, some of the funnest times I've had on this map is with the train. The train is just awesome. You've got the track that goes all the way around the map. It's just a circle. And you can just follow it around, screw around with the train, jump over it, run on the tracks, go head on with it, whatever you want to do. So I love doing all kinds of crazy stuff. So here's a little highlight reel of that. Notice he's like, no, don't hit me. And then there's this place up here on top of the hill. I call it the beach house, but it's just this little home up here that's got a railing all the way around the house, and it's kind of got stairs here. And I remember first seeing it, I thought, wow, what's this? Let's climb up on here. And I'm sure everyone, if you've played this game and you played this map, I'm sure you've gone and done this, but I just always love climbing up here. I love doing it with 2-player and seeing who can get up there the fastest and see if you can pretty much play like king of the hill. So here I am climbing up. Camera angle's a little screwy here and there, but and then, of course, once you're at the top, what are you going to do? You're going to hang out, you're going to pan the camera around, you're going to get a nice view of everything that's going on, enjoy the breeze, enjoy the sun. And then back it up, pop a wheelie, and launch off that thing. Oh, well. Well, you can try at least. All right, folks, now it's time for me to bust out, I think, the best part of the game. And if you've played this mode, you know what I'm going to talk about. The best part of this game is when you go outside of the boundary. It physically launches you back into around the middle of the map, or close to. But what's funny is that it even has the cannon sound. I mean, and it freaking launches you. It's insane. Let me show you. I just think that's the best. And then when he hits the ground, he's like, ugh. And his bike is just rolling down, just flipping, going the other way. Oh my gosh. When I first found that, my jaw dropped. My eyes were wide open. I could not believe what I was watching. I thought it was a joke. Like, I was like, did somebody press a button? Like, what happened? And then I figured out that I went outside of the boundaries, but it was amazing. After that, for like a month straight, every time I played it, I would just go and just keep doing it over and over because it was just so funny. Oh gosh. And so if you guys can't tell, I had a blast playing this game. I mean, to tell you the truth, I didn't really go through the whole single-player campaign, you know, the Nationals or anything. I spent a lot of time playing this. It was just fun. That's all it was, just a blast, a big kick in the pants, and I couldn't get enough of it. Thanks for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed the video. This is ATV Off-Road Fury 1 for the PlayStation 2, the first game I ever played on the PS2. We'll catch you later.